Hey, welcome to Lake X. We're going to call this Lake X today, reservoir in North Texas. And we're going to go do a little wintertime fishing. It's still January, and we've got a beautiful sunny day here. Water's going to get pretty warm, hopefully, at the end of the day. It's been in the 40s. We've got very few boats out here. It's really nice. It's one of the best things about fishing this time of year. Come out here, don't have many boats, but I want to give you a quick rundown of what I usually throw in the wintertime. And this is a perfect opportunity today to throw a jerkbait. It's calm. These fish are still cold, but with it being calm, the jerkbait is an excellent choice to start off with. And I throw it around areas that look like fish might be moving up to sun, and just give it long pauses. Excellent choice because the fish are still really cold. Metabolism is slow, but they come up and they can grab a jerkbait if you pause it long enough. And two other key baits that you need to be throwing in the wintertime or early spring is a trap, lipless crankbait. Reds are a good color. I also throw a lot of shad colors, but really good search bait. And then a spoon. Spoon is one of the best things you can throw too when it's really cold and the fish are really lethargic. Vertical presentations, and usually find a good school of shad and throw that. I'm going to be looking for big creek channels this time of year, and I'll go toward the biggest one I can find. And I'm looking at my map here. I've got two large creeks on this lake, so I'm going to go to those areas. I'm going to start off in the mouth. I'm going to start off at the mouth with a jerkbait, the trap, and the spoon. I'm going to go through all those baits and work my way back until I find a group of fish. Another thing you can look for in the wintertime is you want to look for rock. This lake is full of rock. We don't have any vegetation here, but rock warms up, and later in the day those fish will come up and they'll get on those rocks, and you can use the trap or a shallow running crankbait, even a shaky head or a jig once you find them. But anything that looks rocky around the shoreline, those are good things to fish too. But we're going to go start off in the mouths of the creeks and see what happens. Faye, tell me how you caught that fish.
On a jerkbait?
Right on a jerkbait? Here, hold them up to the camera so we can see it. That's a nice one. Letting it pause down there. This nice, calm, sunny day, right?
Yep.
Good fish.
Took him a while, but he hit it hard.
Well, let's let it go. Let's get another one. Alright, we're about halfway through the morning here, and we've had a little bit of success throwing the jerkbait. And actually, my girlfriend, she's caught 3 nice ones on it, and I haven't caught any yet, but I've had 4 bites, and that's keyed us into the jerkbait. I've tried throwing the round trap, tried throwing what else have I thrown? I'm throwing a shaky head, and haven't thrown the spoon yet, but I think we're just going to stick with the jerkbait. The conditions are right for it. We got a little bit of wind, and the water's starting to warm up here, so we should be able to catch some more nice fish if we stick with it. She's laughing because she's already been kicking my butt, but I'm gonna have my revenge. So we're gonna stick with the jerkbaits, and by the way, honey, I did give you the best color to throw. Okay, I don't have another one of those. But we're gonna stick with it. We're gonna catch a big one. Oh, it absolutely ate it too. This is one of the best ways you can catch big bass here. The water gets really cold. You can see that jerkbait. And what we're doing is we're just going up to these little rocky areas, places where it's starting to warm up, and throwing these jerkbaits, giving long pauses. And Faith, she's already caught a bunch. She's already been whooping my butt, but I got a good one on right now. Get it in here in a minute. She's actually worked the jerkbait out of her mouth, and now it's hanging on the outside, so just gotta take my time with this fish. Here it comes. There we go. Oh, right. Here is, oh, jerkbait just fell out. Here is a nice bass right there. That bass is probably every bit of 6 pounds, maybe a little bit over, and just healthy, chunky fat. You can see how thick the tail is, but just really, really cold. And this is the kind of fish you can catch out on a jerkbait. And when it's really cold in the winter time, just take your time, go really slow. Been pausing at about 6 or 8 seconds, and that's what you can come up with. But beautiful female bass getting ready to get yoked up, get her eggs ready to spawn. I mean, golly, just look at that tail, just so thick. So really nice bass. We'll let her go and we'll go try to catch another one. Water's cold. See you later, sweetheart. All right, to give a quick wrap up of the day, me and my girlfriend, we went out to the lake here. It's winter time. The water's about 45 when we got there. It ended up being 48, and we threw a variety of different baits. But just as I thought, the jerk bait was the key bait that we used to catch the most fish. And this Rogue right here, really hard bait to beat in the winter time. Water's cold. Bass are cold-blooded, so that jerk bait gives them a chance to come up there and grab it, and it doesn't get out of the zone that fast. So it allows you to work the bait in a specific area a long time, keeps it in the strike zone, and they can have enough time to come up there and grab it. Usually it's not a hard bite, it's just kind of feels like a wet sock when they're real lethargic like that. But that was what we caught them on. We had about 8 bites today. Faith caught some nice ones, and I ended up catching the biggest one. But it was a fun day. You know, don't expect to go out there and catch a lot of fish in the wintertime. You're just not going to do that. But you can expect, if you take your time, be patient, and fish in some good areas to catch a big fish. And the areas that we fished today were just, hey, look at it. You know, looked on the graph a little bit, saw some shad, and there were areas where they could move up and go into a little bit warmer water because it's abnormally warm today, 72 degrees, and just these little shelves that are like 10 feet, going up to 5 feet, allowed them to go up there and sun a little bit. Had to have bait fish around though. Wintertime fishing, got to make sure you find the bait fish. But anyway, that's the wrap up of the day, and it was a fun day. Enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Hey, look. If we stick with it.